Rotate your phone. Maybe it's a little just not even. Here, I'll just hold it. I'll just hold it.
Hey everybody, welcome. We've got some production issues going on with Facebook tonight, but we're going to try to get through this. We are Landmark Live. I'm Ivan Foley. This is Brad Carl, and I think we have a vertical video going on instead of horizontal.
No, we have a horizontal video, which is what we want.
We do have a horizontal now?
Yeah, we have.
Okay, good. We just had to hold the phone in a vertical position to get the horizontal video.
That makes all the sense in the world.
Well, that's what Facebook does.
Ooh, right.
That's what Facebook is doing to us tonight. We are holding the phone vertical to get you a horizontal picture.
That's Mark Zuckerberg for you. Yeah.
Thanks, Zuckerberg.
Thanks, Zuck.
So here we are. This is Landmark Live. We are up at Gary Kern's Home Builders in Platte City, and you might be able to see the crowd behind us.
Yep.
It's kind of a drunken frenzy back there.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
It's a Platte City Chamber of Commerce after-hours event at Kern's Home Builders. And we're going to talk to Gary about home building. How about that? Does that make sense? We're going to talk to a home builder.
It makes sense. We're going to talk to a home builder. I would like to learn a little bit about home building, like why sometimes homes get built on sand. Because it happens.
Yeah.
I'll take it from a guy who knows.
Did you try to build one on sand?
I didn't try. I just bought one that way, like an idiot. Yeah.
Are you still in that home?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shh, just in case I want to sell it. Anybody want to buy it?
Just don't give away the address.
No. Hey, you said you've had a rough week.
Yeah, we've had a busy week. You know, President Trump shut down the post office on Wednesday for the funeral for George H.W. Bush, which, okay, is good, but we didn't know until the last minute. So we had to move our production day up by 24 hours, so we had to print on Tuesday, which meant we basically had to crank out 3 days worth of work in one day. But we did it.
I'm impressed by that. Really, really impressed by that. When I read that online, I went, oh my God, Ivan.
Yeah, it was a rough week, Brad. But you've had a rough week too, Brad.
My week has been rough because, Christmas on the River in Parkville.
Yeah.
My daughter was in the choir for that.
She was one of the 1,000 voices?
She was one of the 1,000 voices in the choir.
Could you hear her? Could you pick her voice out?
No, I didn't pick her voice out, but I did, after about 15 minutes of videoing, I finally found her. Like, my eyesight wasn't good enough to find her from back here, but when I used my camera, horizontal video, by the way, and I zoomed it in, I found my daughter.
So always go horizontal with your video.
You should always, it's always better to be horizontal.
Yes, that's what
it is. It is. So that was the good part.
Right.
Okay, that was the end of last week, but that's also when I developed a cold.
Okay.
And so I've been fighting the cold off all week. Now most people might think, cold, what's the big deal, right?
Right.
But I don't get sick that often. So when I get a cold, I really don't like it. It really throws me off.
You kind of a baby when you get sick?
A little bit. I try not to be, but...
guys are kind of like that. A lot of us guys, when we get sick, we turn into the biggest babies on planet Earth. But anyway, we are out here at Gary Kern's Home Builders. If Gary's ready, I'm going to, watch this, I'm going to do like an inconspicuous wave for Gary to come on in. How about that?
Come on in,
Gary Kern's is our first guest on the Landmark Live. Gary, this is my friend Brad.
Nice to grab the hat.
Nice hat.
Thank you. Yeah.
You stole my hat.
Well, I'm just borrowing it. We'll advertise
You can have it.
Thank you. I like it. It looks good on me.
I have more.
That's good. We are actually sitting in Gary's office. How about that? We feel really important right here. This is where the big man sits, the guy that runs the show, right here, Gary.
Great.
All right, Gary, you're kind of showing off the new building tonight to the Chamber of Commerce, right? So just kind of tell the folks at home what you're doing with this event tonight.
Well, we're showing off our building for Platte County, Platte City.
Right.
You know, we bought this building in January last year. This year, I guess it's still this year, January, and moved in June. So
you've done a lot of work inside, right?
Almost all of it.
It looks completely different.
We usually use subcontractors, but yeah, we did most of the work.
That's awesome.
We completely designed it. We designed all of it ourselves.
It's very cool. I love the sliding doors you've got right here.
Yeah.
So is that where important meetings take place?
Important buildings. We sell lots of houses behind those doors.
Got it.
Now, since this place used to house a car dealer, do you walk around sometimes saying, "Hey, I got a deal for you, but it's today and today only"? Do you say something like that?
No interest.
Unfortunately, buying a house is not that kind of.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
What can I do to get you to buy this house today? You don't walk around and say something. So now, where are you building right now? Go through some of the projects.
So we build in Platte City a lot. Subdivision called Copper Ridge. which we actually own. We build 7 bridges. Built down on 152 in Platte Purchase, Fountain Hills.
Yeah.
Greyhawk at the lake over by Smithville. Whiskey Ridge, we're building in there right now. And then we have another subdivision called Woodland Creek off 435 in Woodland.
You've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
So how many crews do you have? How many employees do you
We have 6 employees inside the office, and then we have 9 employees outside.
Very cool.
As far as like crews, you know, we got, we're mainly managers. We run these jobs and make sure we're building them to the specs of where people want them. But as far as crews goes, we'll run anywhere from 3 to 4 framing crews at one time.
So what's your favorite project you've got going right now? Is there a favorite?
I don't know that there's a favorite, you know. Still, I don't know that I have a favorite project, but the favorite part about building a house to me, I still like selling it. You know, not closing it, moving them in, but just selling the house. You know, whenever I meet the people, and you know, that favorite question I love is, well, what do we do next? Right.
Good salesman right there.
Yeah.
What's the
I
next step?
love those words. What do we do next?
Very true. Very true. And so then, how did you get into this business to start with?
So my father was a home builder, and my grandfather was a home builder also. So my father owned a home building business, and he also owned Overhead Door of St. Joseph. I'm originally from St. Joe, and so I worked at Overhead Door of St. Joe all through high school, partway through college, and about halfway through college, I quit. Wasn't for me, didn't like it, and was working at Overhead Door, and then about a year or 2 into that, I realized that, you know, this isn't for me either. So I went back to my dad and said, hey, I want to build houses. And he says, go back to school and you can do it. So went back to school, graduated from college with a degree in construction engineering. Actually built my first house before I even graduated from college. So that's how I got my start.
That's a great story too, if I can just interject real quick, because it just goes to show that you don't know what you want to do with your life when you're 18.
No, you
aren't you
don't
glad
always know.
you struggled a little bit so you can find where you wanted to be, and that's great. That's
Well,
great.
even when I graduated, my oldest son is here tonight, and he was 3 years old when I graduated from college. So, you know, it can be done.
Sure.
So now I asked you before the show, what's the most expensive home you've built?
The most expensive home I built, $1.2 million.
Nice. So where was that?
It was over by Smithville.
Well, Smithville people must have some money.
It was on some private property that people had. And,
Nice.
Yeah.
What was special about that one that made it so expensive? Just the size of
The
it?
size and the amenities that they put in it. You know, some houses, you know, when I'm meeting with clients, a lot of them ask me, you know, what's this cost per square foot? And I have to say, you know, is this house going to have the gold toilet syndrome or the white, you know, the regular toilet syndrome? You know, because, you know, you can take a bathroom that costs $3,000 and make it cost $23,000 really fast. You know, so this house had some really neat features as far as heated floors by water, and so the main floor and the lower level was all heated by water. So that was kind of a unique feature.
They've got that feature at the Landmark too.
Yeah. We have a water heater.
That's what I meant.
And it's a small one, but we do have it.
Right.
Yeah, so, well, Gary, we appreciate you. Now, tell us a little bit about what you got. Some free food and some appetizers, all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, we got food, drinks.
Drinks. Brad, I think had a couple drinks before he got here, so he's probably good. Didn't you?
Yeah, I'm not good to drive.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Don't say that too loud.
There is a police presence here.
So yeah, if you're still out there and you're driving down the road, stop by and we got plenty of food and drinks.
Awesome. Gary Kearns Home Builders. Give us the address, Gary.
601 Main Street.
Now, is there a phone number if they can't get out here tonight, but they need somebody to build a home for them?
816-858-7104.
There you go. There you go, guys. Gary Kearns in his home building.
Stop on by and tell him that you saw us on the show, and he'll give you a free hat.
There you go. And Dylan May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have more.
That's great.
Those are cool too, though.
Yeah, they're nice hats.
I even have tape measures if you want a tape measure.
Ooh, that's nice too. You can never have too many tape measures.
No, you can't. Because I'm always losing them.
It also goes horizontal, not vertical.
Absolutely, just like the Kiara. Well, Gary, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.
It was nice to meet you.
Take care. I appreciate you having us.
And we're going to hang out in your office for a little bit, if that's okay. All right, we're going to hang in Gary's office.
He's in his own house.
He probably locked up all the valuables before he left.
He probably did. I don't see much.
So, guys, we, again, who's up next? Whoever you want, either Dave or the mayor.
Your choice.
Junior producer Angie.
Junior producer Angie Moody of the Platte City Chamber of Commerce. Helping us out tonight. We're a little short-handed tonight, but by golly, this show is rolling. Even though Facebook tried to shut us down with this horizontal vertical.
There's always something with those jerks.
I mean, what is up with that? Now they'll probably, say, "Oh, Brad, you're wearing a hat with a name on it. We can't boost you."
My hat's
Who are we bringing? Dave Sharp. Dave Sharp. Dave Sharp, president of the Platte City Chamber of Commerce. Nice to meet
Thank
you,
you
Dave.
so much. Hi.
you.
Nice to see
All
you.
right.
How's it going?
Well, Dave, the show's gonna roll now that you're on.
Outstanding. I'm really excited. We've got a lot of fun stuff to talk about.
We've
for sure.
been trying to get you on for weeks and weeks and weeks. We're glad you finally made it on.
Thank you for having me. I'm very happy
Now,
to be
girl,
here.
I would like to get a shot of Dave's shoes because those are shoes.
Those are shoes.
Oh,
and
those
they're
are
real.
nice.
Isn't that great?
They're real.
They're real shoes.
And they are spectacular. Is what they are. Now,
They look great with the jeans. That's
They
very
do.
good.
That's a
Yeah.
thank you. I didn't know
Is
you
this
were-
a fashion show or a news
It's
show?
well, it's GQ. Now, where did you get those?
Well,
Tell us your tricks.
I'm going to tell you my tricks. I like shoes. I wouldn't say I have a shoe fetish.
No.
But, anyways, I do this mail order clothing thing because I'm a guy. I don't have fashion sense or
Right.
style. So they just give you a personal stylist and send you clothes in a box and like, here, try this on. It's kind of like junk in the trunk, more or less.
I need that.
It's great. So I
Yeah.
pay, and my stylist picked these out and said, "Oh, these are great shoes."
Yeah. I met a guy the other day who actually is a fashion stylist for people, personals. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Around here?
Yeah, he's in Platte County. So
Wow.
that's kind of cool. So Dave, you are president of the Platte City Chamber of Commerce. You knew that,
Absolutely,
right?
I'm
Okay.
aware of it. I did get sweared in.
All right,
I'm
that's
not
good.
sure how that worked
Have
out.
they swear it at you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you guys have a big event coming up in I think it's early March this year. Tell us about was that your celebration of
The
business?
celebration of business. That's really exciting where all the businesses in the business community get to come together and celebrate everything we do out throughout the years. Our executive director, Angie Moody, does a wonderful job organizing the event. We
We've
try
heard
and
of
get-
her.
You've heard of her?
Yeah, we've heard of her.
She doesn't like
just something, just
She's all right. She does
Okay.
not like. She does not like Brad for some reason.
she does.
No.
Brad, I'm sorry to hear that.
I know. Maybe you can give me some tips. Maybe it's my fashion sense.
Well, I will give you some advice there. Absolutely. I'll let you borrow my
But anyway,
camera.
I rudely interrupted you.
No, that's no problem. Anyways, it's a real exciting event. You get to come and hang out with your friends that own businesses in the community and other people. And we have a nice silent auction. We're actually looking for donations for auction baskets. If anybody's interested in donating an auction basket, that'd be great. All the proceeds from the auction go to the chamber to help raise money for the chamber so we can continue to provide nice events for the community, like Sample the City, and we use towards Christmas lighting and different things, which is really fun. We just got done doing the Christmas lighting. Did you guys have a chance to
Awesome.
participate?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, good crowd. Great crowd, in fact.
It was a great
Great weather. Great crowd. And now is this the biggest fundraiser that the chamber does every year, or is that, what is your biggest?
I would say this is our largest fundraiser, yes.
Okay.
And it's only made possible by all the businesses in the community and people that come help out and patrons like you that buy a ticket and purchase stuff at the auction. We need people to donate baskets and come buy stuff at the auction.
I always seem to leave with bottles of wine for some reason that I end up buying.
You know,
I don't know
alcohol
why.
is popular.
I don't know why that is, but there's a lot of nice silent auction prizes that night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the first one, right? This is your first year as president? Or
Yes, first year as president.
So this will be your first time being the head honcho for the celebration business, right? Are you
Well, Angie's actually the head honcho.
Well, don't tell her
I'm
that.
just,
You-
she's not here, so
She's
it's
got
okay.
an ego, though.
She does have an ego.
An ego.
I would agree with that. I hope she's not watching right now. If you're watching, turn off. Just bleep this out for us, and we can talk about her. Yeah,
She's gonna want to come on after you and just clean up some of the things we've said.
That's okay. I'm sure she'll clean it up well. It's
Yeah.
like when I have email I want to send out to membership, it has to go through her central.
Oh, but
There's a lot of shit happening here.
Well, she's kind of a control freak, I think, is what you're
I
saying.
think the word is
Did I
micromanaging.
say shit or did I say shit? Can you say that on the show?
I thought you said shit.
Listen, there's something else I want to talk about.
Yeah,
real quick
go
before we
ahead,
get too far. I want to talk about Shop with a Cop. For those of you that happen to get involved, Patty Farr had a wonderful event at the YMCA, which was a silent auction, and a portion was a live auction actually to raise money for Shop with a Cop. Last year, I had to jot down my figures so I could remember this. Last year, we raised $4,200. Well, actually, Patty Farr raised $4,200 for Shop with a Cop, which is phenomenal. Thank you so much, Patty Farr. The community appreciates it, and all those ethnic children really appreciate it. This year, she took it one step farther, and she raised $7,463.82 for Shop with a Cop at her silent auction. That is awesome, but there's one problem, and I need the listeners tonight to get involved and help. Patty's goal was $8,000. She fell $537 short of her goal. So right now, guys, the donation line is open. We need you guys to send donations in. You can make a check out to Shop with a Cop. You can bring it to the landmark. I would be happy to take it and get it to the right place. You can take it to Remax House of Dreams. Patty Farr with Remax House of Dreams is awesome. She'll help you out with the real estate needs, and she'll also help raise money for Shop with a Cop. That's what I really had to say about it.
Excellent. We're glad that you mentioned that. Yes, you can bring your donation. Make the check out to Shop with a Cop. Bring it to the Landmark newspaper, 252 Main Street in Platte City. We'll be glad to get that money off to Patty and the cops for their next event. Now, the money they raise this year, they spend next December when they take the less fortunate
Which will
kids
make
shop.
it just huge next
Yes.
year. We can help out and take it even further to 8,000. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, well, we're going to take it to 8,000 this year.
Yeah.
Everybody's help viewing Landmark Live tonight.
That's right. The challenge has been issued. This is like a Jerry Lewis telethon. What if we just stayed on the air until we raised that 500?
That's right.
I've done
I
that.
mean,
Can somebody just come right now to Kearns and bring a check, please?
Yeah, so because we cannot leave until we get $537. Well, Dave, anything else we need to talk about for our chamber
You
goes?
know,
I
I think that your next guest is much more important than me.
mean, is Angie coming on?
Hold on, I think the mayor's going to
Oh, the mayor.
the mayor,
okay.
the mayor of Platte City.
Okay.
But here's what I have to say.
Yes.
If nobody shows up with a check, make sure the mayor doesn't leave without writing that check for $537.
Yes, I like it.
Call him
We're
out
putting him on the
tonight.
spot tonight. I don't know if he has a kind of cash with him tonight, but as you say, he has his checkbook.
He has his checkbook.
Well, Dave, thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me on Landmark Live.
It's fun. You
I
should
appreciate it.
Come back when you
Yes.
stay longer.
Absolutely.
All right,
Have a
man.
good evening.
Take care.
Next, you guys, we're going to bring in a frequent guest on the show. One of our favorite guests to have, Platte City Mayor Frank Offit. Come on. Thank you, sir.
Ivan,
Yes, sir.
you got Brad with that.
This is Brett.
He's,
Hey, Brian.
Hey, you're like our Paul Schaefer. It's like you're can you direct a band?
I don't know.
Well, have
you do it. Thank you.
Have a seat, my friend.
Wow, Studio B.
We're on the road.
A, now B.
And what's going on in the city?
Well, you know, we just wrapped up Shop with the Cop fundraiser.
Right?
$7,300. Big
Yeah, I
deal.
think that's right.
Yeah.
Big deal. So that goes towards next year now.
Right?
Okay? So that was a big deal. Our lighting ceremony, largest ever, knocked it out on Main Street. We're estimating 2,000.
I'd say at least. I'd say you had at least 2,000.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm conservative on that estimate stuff because you and I both know that sometimes you can overstate crowds, but not happening in this case. I think
I'll always be conservative.
yeah, I think 2,000 is a very conservative estimate. I bet you had more than that. So now we got all that behind us.
Yes.
What's coming up in the future?
Well, you know, Quick Trip has now given us an announcement date.
What is
Yes,
it?
they're going to open up after the first year.
Oh, okay, they changed it again. Okay.
The striping is down the street. They've electronics. You beat. It's a computer inside that thing. In the building, the number of chases and tubes and wires. I mean, for a convenience store, it is high tech. Each one of those pumps. I understand they're going to make it, and this is happening on California. I don't know. Brad, he's up on cutting edge stuff.
Yeah.
But in California, they don't take cash anymore at the gas pumps.
Oh yeah.
You have to have an app. on your phone.
That I didn't know that. Wow.
An app on your phone. That's what the rumor is, and you know, this thing starts to work all the way.
Wow.
So I guess cash is going to become.
You don't need it.
I don't need no. I don't need no stinking.
You
money.
don't need no money.
I don't need no money. I got a phone with an app on it. So,
If no money is what you need, Brad and I are set.
Yeah,
you
no
don't
problem.
need no money.
We got you covered.
That's it.
so this is a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can work with everybody.
You got a cell
I can
phone?
download an app.
You got a cell phone, then you're fixed.
It's great.
Yeah, things are changing in our lifetime. You know, it's really amazing because when I was growing up in Platte City, you still picked up the phone and the operator was on the other line because there was no rotary dial.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And I need to talk to 17, and they said,
Give me 17.
"Oh, you want to talk to your grandma?" Yeah, grandma.
Was it a local operator?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Right behind the old Wells Bank.
Okay. Yeah.
And they actually did this at night.
Oh.
Yeah, and they
like-
put it in the long distance, so once they turned the switchboard off at night, you had to wait until morning to make their phone call.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, you know, having apps now, we're high tech, but with Quick Trip coming online, okay? The next big event is that we're breaking out because we still try to push this I-29 and 92 project along, and it will happen. We're very fortunate. We got our funding in just in time. So our funding is secure, so that looks like a 2020 project, and we'll be rebuilding the intersection 18 in Platte City, and that's going to be about an $8 million project. Wow. Yeah. So the people who are coming here, we've got to make it so there's a place that they can get to us.
Right.
Yeah.
For those of you watching who don't know your exit numbers and whatnot, it is the I-29 and Quick Trip McDonald's exit, basically, right?
McDonald's, Quick Trip.
And yeah, so that's going to be all redone. It's going to be a vast improvement, correct?
Vast improvement. Bicycle lane.
Bicycle lane.
We're going to have a bicycle lane across the interstate, so
I bicycle all.
you can come up riding a horse, turn across.
Great.
Don't look at me.
Well, I bicycled once. It was a long time ago.
2 wheels.
Just 2 wheels. With a basket on the front. And I
No training wheels.
Yeah.
4 wheels. Yeah. 3 wheels.
Shoot.
Years ago.
Oh.
Years ago. Before you became an editor.
Yeah, I was probably, last time I rode a bicycle any distance, I was probably 19 or 20. Yeah, no kidding. So there you go.
And now you're halfway married.
Well, yeah, no. And I still think I'm 19 or 20. So, yeah.
That's what it's about. You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anything else we need to touch on city-wise? We good?
Well, I think we're going to be well placed for 2019 activity because, you know, the breakout of development, we issued our first building permit for a house in Platte City in over 10 years.
That's awesome.
And that is on the east side of I-29 over the Windmill Creek development. We now have five building permits, and that's more than that's a 500% increase.
Yeah. Well, see, that's just to explain to people, the reason you weren't getting new building permits is because there were no empty lots available to build on, right?
There was no room.
Yeah, that's right.
There was no room in Platte City, and now we have room, and we have development, and so the infrastructure that's been placed over there, oh goodness, we started back in the mid-80s with the standpipe over there. It's been slowly, and so when people ask, you know, how soon are these things going to happen? Well, I can tell you, it took about 36 years. Yeah, so patience.
Progress takes time, Frank.
Slow.
Yeah.
Good, steady, slow progress. We want quality development.
Quality, that's right.
Yes.
And you know, the wheels of government turn slowly. Well, I know another thing you guys got going on, you're looking for a new police chief, and you've already got, tell us how many applicants you've already received. It's amazing.
When I left City Hall, 72.
72.
Did you get mine?
Yours is on top.
Oh, good.
Good. It's like the term papers at college.
Yeah.
When you stand at the top and you throw them down the stairway.
Yeah. You know, if you need like a citizen committee to help you interview candidates, Brad and I, we just bring them all down our live.
Oh, we great. That's a great way to do it.
Well, yeah, we should do that. You can have like 5 or 7 candidates, bring them on, we'll interview for
Well,
you.
no, we're about community policing.
Well, let's do it. We'll
And
bring it.
the community policing, you know, input from the community. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like
You can see how they do under pressure. You see how they do it, thinking on their feet.
see how they can react to the media.
Yeah.
Because that's an important part of this.
Yes.
You know, this community thing, community policing is really a serious thing. Our community has taken a long way in the last 5, 6, 7 years. And I'm very pleased with the amount of community policing we have, the involvement, our neighborhood policing, and we have these neighborhood watch groups.
Right.
And so it's very nice because police should be part of the community.
Right.
But they're here to help.
I mean, we don't get the violent crime in Platte City, do we?
No, we don't. We're very fortunate. We don't have the violent crime. We're very blessed. And those instances that do creep up, we're able to address quickly.
Yeah.
And that's because the citizens support so well our police department and provide information.
Yeah. And community policing. Now, I just want to put in a good word. Could you like bump the salary of Sergeant Mike Mann? Because he's doing an excellent job as the PIO. We had him on. He was just very good at communicating and a good time. And besides, he paid me a little money to ask you if he could.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
Well, we forgot about the safety.
yes.
Yeah.
That may have been a bribe, and he may. I don't know.
Is that illegal?
That,
Performance evaluations are coming up sometime, I'm sure. But no, Sergeant Mann is an asset to our community, and he has gone, he has an interest in it. So for the PIO, in case you don't know, that's the Public Information Officer. And that's a very important role because when we need someone to address the press or an issue comes up, it's good to have that one source to get the information from.
Yeah.
And it makes your job easier.
Oh,
It makes
yeah.
our job easier.
Yeah, it really does. And you gotta have that. I mean, you gotta have that. I mean, the press has to know who we can contact when we gotta get a hold of the local police. So, another thing I want to say, they are having active shooter training, right? The police department this weekend.
This weekend at
Yeah.
Paxton.
That's pretty important too.
Yes, Paxton.
Yes,
Paxton is active shooter training, and so in case something would, it's changed. But some of the terrible tragedies that have happened in other parts of the country,
Right.
the whole concept of how to respond to that has changed. It was, and just to make it simple, it used to be if there was an active shooter, the first thing to do, the philosophy was secure the perimeter.
And wait for SWAT.
And don't let it expand.
Right.
Contain it. That's not the case because now they've learned that it's all over in 3 or 4 minutes. And by the time the SWAT team arrives, it's over.
Right.
So first guy in. Gotta go. You got to go in and try to bring hostilities to an end. And so this training is going to be very important for us because it's the first active shooter training we've had with this new philosophy. And we want to make sure that our police force is well versed, as well as those that we're trying to serve and protect. Because, like the schools, we want to make sure that they know what to expect should a tragedy like this happen. But the best thing to do is community policing and stop it before it gets to that stage.
Right.
And that's why communication is so important between the students and the police, the school resource officers, the teachers themselves. Communication is a large part of keeping it from escalating to that unfortunate level.
All right, Mayor. Well, we appreciate you coming on tonight, sir. We
Happy holidays, Brad.
Same to you, sir.
Like it much.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Thanks for all you do. Thanks for all you do. We'll stay in touch. We'll have you on again after the first of the year.
Merry Christmas to y'all.
Merry
All right.
Christmas to you
Thank
too,
you, sir.
Thank you.
Man, if you see Angie out there, give her a chance to come in. She might want to defend herself.
Hey, here's one for you. Mayor was talking about me being cutting edge. Did you know New Jersey is the only state in the Union, called the Union, the only state in North America that still forces you to not self-serve your gas? They force you, remember back in the old days,
yeah.
full service? New Jersey's the only state that will not let you self-serve your own gas.
Really?
Still, after all these years. I think Oregon used to do it too, but I think New Jersey's the only one now. They still make you make somebody else.
Is that right?
pump your
Just
gas in New
like
Jersey.
on Mayberry RFD.
Exactly, exactly.
When Goober used to work at the station.
Golly.
Yeah. Angie Moody! Angie, executive director. Angie, come on in. I mean, we said some things that you might want to respond to.
Greg, you're looking good in that.
Well, thank you.
Just-
Thank you. Look at that.
Now, the last time we had you on, you confessed to hating Brad. So,
I know, I
I
feel
don't
like.
know why you hate
I
Brad
know,
so
I
much.
went to like confession.
She doesn't come up. She just compliment me though.
Well, she's trying. She feels bad. So, how's this event going tonight here?
I think it's going really well.
Okay,
You know,
awesome.
there's a gingerbread contest, decorating gingerbread houses. There's one that was pretty amazing at front.
Was that the one you did?
No, I am eating the candy.
Yeah.
So.
What's going on with the chamber? I mean, you've got, you don't have a monthly meeting in December, right?
We don't have a monthly meeting. We have a few more ribbon cuttings coming up. The Mid-Continental Library, they're having the ribbon cutting. They just did a big remodel project, so that's happening next Thursday. And Main Street Cat Resort is doing a ribbon cutting next week. So,
Oh, they are.
yes.
Breaking news, you guys. Breaking news.
You know, it was a busy night for the chamber because we had a ribbon cutting prior to this event at Dr. Adam Mueller's office, the dentist in town. He remodeled, and it looks fantastic as well. So it's neat seeing these buildings being remodeled and people were investing.
Yeah. So, and Santa was here earlier. Did you get to
I did see Santa.
He
yeah.
was? Yeah.
Santa was
Did you
here.
cut out before you got here?
Yeah, he had to go make some more visits, but he was here.
Good guy.
Yeah, it's his busy time of year.
And Santa's a member of our chamber too.
Is he? I did not know that. I haven't seen him.
Haven't seen his name. You gotta look for the right name. It's not Santa Claus.
Oh, he goes
Sprinkle.
Chris. No
Yeah.
wonder I could know. What do you want for Christmas this year, Ann? What are you looking for?
I got time.
A Yule log? A boyfriend? I think.
You weren't supposed to say it out loud.
Oh, okay. All right, so you want to? We talked about that, Angie.
No.
Maybe doing the dating game episode.
No.
Okay.
I'm getting looks.
All right, Angie. All right, Angie. Hey, thanks for coming. Sure. Celebration of business again.
March 2nd, 2019. So we'll start, well, we have some information. If you go to our plattecitymo.com and go to our calendar of events and click on March 2nd, we'll get some information. Or we already have information out there, but we'll be getting more information. We kind of put it out there, but we really wait till after the holidays because everyone's so busy.
Now, if you want us to do a Landmark Live from your celebration, oh, you know how to get a hold of us, Ange. So if you're brave enough to let that happen, we will make it happen.
I'll have to talk to the board.
Yeah, you better get that. You better get some approval.
Get that approved.
Angie, good to see you. Thanks for being a good sport. We always give you a hard time. Thank you, ma'am. Good to see you. Thanks for all your help tonight, too.
Sure.
Save some food for me out there. Don't leave it all.
Yeah. Wow. One of these days, you gotta quit coming on with us because all we do is harass her. Brad, it's almost time, and again, if you're just tuning in, this is Landmark Live. I'm Ivan Foley. This is my buddy Brad Carl. We do this almost every week.
Almost. Although I think it's just going to be our.
Well, you're done, right? You can't do
I
next
can't
week.
do next week.
Okay, next week I think we're going to do like a Chiefs pregame show because next Thursday night it's Chiefs versus Chargers, right?
Right.
And so we're going to do like a Chiefs pregame. Landmark Live will be exclusively Chiefs next week, so tune in for that. And speaking of football, we need to do our Landmark Live locks of the week. NFL, have you studied up?
I've been studying while
show's
sort
going
of, yeah. How do you?
You nailed yours last week, right?
I did for a change.
All
It was
right.
Crazy.
You were on Houston and they just whooped up on whoever they
For
were.
once in my life. And then how did you end up on your?
I did 2-1.
2-1. It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm 14-10 now, you guys. 14-10. 14 wins, 10 losses.
Whatever this guy says, I go with it because he knows what he's talking about. I'll give my Landmark Live lock first. I'm just kind of perusing, and I know you said before that 5 points is a.
I usually take the dog in a 5-point game. That's kind of iffy.
Yeah. Well, and I'm looking here at the Green Bay Atlanta game, and it looks like it opened up at 5, and
Yeah, you can get a 5.5 there.
5.5.
Are you taking the dog or are you going to the
I'm gonna take the dog. I'm gonna take Atlanta because you don't expect it. Atlanta is +5 at Green Bay.
Take it.
I'll take it.
I like that.
Lock it.
Actually. Green Bay just fired their coach too, so they might be a little weird.
That guy sucked. I don't know how they ever had a Super Bowl with him. It's horrible.
Remember when he was assistant with the Chiefs? He was like the tight ends coach for a couple of years. Here under
I
Marty.
didn't even know that they had a tight ends coach.
Yeah, well they did.
Yeah.
I've got 3 locks for you this week. Give me the Denver Broncos -3.5 over San Fran.
Right.
Give me, let's see, I have another one. I've got 2 more actually. Seattle, the Monday night game, -3.5 over Minnesota. And what was my other one? Gosh, it's a good thing I wrote it down. Denver, Seattle, and
Dallas, Philadelphia.
the Giants.
Oh.
I went Giants -3.5 over the Redskins. The Redskins they're down to their third. They're playing Mark Sanchez at quarterback.
That's bad.
So
He
that's
is bad.
Yeah, so let's take the Giants -3.5 and let's win all 3 and let's go to 17-10 and win a buck. How about
This guy, I tell you what.
How are you on time? Did you check?
Something like, something's good. You're already good for 38. Well, if you don't count
The first few minutes, Zuckerberg was messing with us.
Right, exactly. So what game is tonight, by the way?
It's
Who am I missing tonight?
Tennessee and Jacksonville.
Oh.
It's kind of a dog game. So when are we heading out to Tanner's after the show tonight? Where are we going?
What are you talking about?
Okay, we might. If you want to come see us, we'll be out at Tanner's, I think, here shortly. Guys, Landmark Live, check it out. And remember, get that Shop with the Cop donation in. We're trying to hit $8,000. Patty Farr got it up to like $7,400. We need about $500 and change. And bring your donation to the Landmark newspaper. 252 Main Street. You can write a check, make it out to Shop with the Cop. We'll get it up to $8,000. That's the goal.
And a shout out real quick to the person that did bid on and win the Starbucks coffee, because I wasn't there because I was under the weather and couldn't get there to get it. Enjoy your coffee.
Yeah, good times. All right, everybody. Hey, tune in next week. We'll talk Chiefs if you're into football, right, Brad? Brad,
Yes.
we'll probably see you. We'll probably lock it down.
2019.
We'll see you next year, Brad. As I always say. All right. See you next time, guys.
See ya.
Thank you.